Imagine this. You're stepping into a world far beyond Earth's atmosphere, the red dust of Mars. Here, humanity has established a thriving colony, not of humans, but of clones, each engineered with precision for the harsh conditions of this alien world. Yet amidst the sea of conformity, one clone begins to feel something unexpected, something extraordinary: emotions.
Imagine this. In a world where the delicate flutter of butterfly wings has become a distant memory, you stumble upon the impossible, the last butterfly. This discovery sets you on a journey. Start by introducing your main character. Who are they? A young student passionate about nature, a scientist dedicated to conversation, or maybe someone with no prior connection to the natural world at all. Imagine this. Stepping into a classroom, buzzing with the usual sounds of chattering students and scribbling pens. But there's something extraordinary about your science teacher. A secret where science fiction blurs with biology. What if your teacher was not just a human, but an incredible fusion of human and bug? Enrich your characters and plot. Infuse your tale with scientific facts to lend it credibility and depth. And as always, remember, happy writing.
Hey there, cosmic creators. Today we're boarding a rocket ship and zipping all the way to Mars. That's right, your next creative writing challenge is set on a colony on the red planet. It's the year 2320, and you're a teenager living on Mars. So what's it like? That's for you to decide. Here are some questions to spark your creativity. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer, so create your own Martian world. What motivates your character? What are they hoping to achieve or experience in their Martian life? Were they born on Mars, or did they recently relocate to space? Is there anything they've heard about Earth that they wish they could experience? What challenges does your character face living on Mars? How do they cope with them? And what are the biggest hopes for the future on the red planet? What's daily life like on your Mars colony? Think about school, what their homes look like, and what jobs the adults do. What about fun? What unique Martian sports or games might have been invented? How does your character perceive Earthling? What cultural, social, and technological differences exist between your Mars colony and Earth? And let's not forget about the Martian environment itself. How do they get their food, their water and oxygen? How does living on Mars affect their emotional and mental health? We can't wait to see what life you'll imagine on the red planet. Remember, the sky's not the limit, your imagination is. Until next time, over and out.
Imagine this. Stepping into a classroom, buzzing with the usual sounds of chattering students and scribbling pens. But there's something extraordinary about your science teacher. A secret where science fiction blurs with biology. What if your teacher was not just a human, but an incredible fusion of human and bug? Ponder the species your teacher might be. Could they be a sagacious beetle, a swift-thinking mantis, or perhaps a spider brimming with venom? Think about how this choice of bug species influences their personality, their motives, maybe even their teaching style. What mysterious circumstances led to their half-bug, half-human existence? Is it the outcome of a daring experiment, an alien origin, or something entirely unimaginable? Visualize your teacher's dual appearance. Imagine the human facade interwoven with the insect attributes, wings, antennae, pincers, or multiple limbs. Reflect on their unique abilities. Can they soar through the skies, leap astounding distances, or spin intricate webs? How do these insect traits shape their desires, their actions, and secret life? How do they mask their true nature in a bustling school environment? Did your protagonist uncover this secret through an accidental glimpse of a predatory moment? Or have there been subtle, insect-like clues all along? Delve into the conflicts and tensions here Does your teacher face threats from natural predators or hidden adversaries within the school's walls? Unravel their motivations. Are they sinister or merely striving to blend in? Contemplate the impact on the students. How does the revelation of their teacher's secret alter the view of their natural world and science itself? Do they assist, oppose, or become entangled in their teacher's enigmatic existence? As you weave your narrative, immerse yourself in research to enrich your characters and plot. Infuse your tale with scientific facts to lend it credibility and depth. How will your story unravel in the hallways and classrooms, where a bug, half human, imparts knowledge and mystery? And as always, remember, happy writing. Picture an immense sprawling structure floating in the cosmos near the star HAT P6. This is an intergalactic museum, a marvel of architecture and knowledge, containing the secrets of the universe. Each exhibit is a window into the life of a planet or a star, including our own Earth. Your mission is to breathe life into this cosmic museum. Think big, be creative, and construct a world that stretches beyond the stars. Design the museum. What does this interstellar museum look like? Perhaps a giant glowing orb with tunnels of lights connecting different sections? Or perhaps it's a series of crystal platforms, each floating and rotating independently. Think about its size, shape, and the materials it's made of. How is the museum divided? Are there wings dedicated to different types of celestial bodies, or themed sections based on the history or culture of each planet? What kind of staff work here, and what are their roles? What are their backgrounds? Design your exhibits. What does each exhibit look like? And consider the exhibit dedicated to Earth. How does it represent our planet? What artifacts, holograms, or interactive elements are used? How do these compare to the exhibits of other planets or stars? Of course, consider amenities. Is there a cafe or dining area in the museum? What about a zero-gravity cafe, where visitors sip on beverages from floating orbs? Or a gift shop selling replicas of rare artifacts from different planets, like a piece of a star or a vial of Martian dust? Imagine crowds of diverse species, some with multiple limbs, others ethereal and glowing. How do they interact with the exhibits? Do they use advanced tech to engage with the displays, or do they have sensory ways of understanding? Picture a team of intergalactic artists and engineers using advanced technology like holography or anti-gravity to build and maintain exhibits. Maybe there's a robot specifically designed for creating perfect replicas of artifacts. To bring this to life, think about your experience or images of museums on Earth. How do they look, feel, sound? Use these observations to add details to your intergalactic museum. Consider what you know and what you might need to research about space, about the universe. Use these gaps as opportunities to learn or to stretch your imagination. There are no limits in space. If you're unsure about something, use your creativity, invent new technologies, imagine unique alien species, or create unheard of exhibits. It's over to you. And as always, happy writing. Imagine this. In a world where the delicate flutter of butterfly wings has become a distant memory, you stumble upon the impossible, the last butterfly. This discovery sets you on a journey. Start by introducing your main character. Who are they? A young student passionate about nature, a scientist dedicated to conversation, or maybe someone with no prior connection to the natural world at all. What draws them to this last surviving butterfly? And how does this discovery challenge their beliefs or change their life? Dive into the setting. Is it a sprawling urban landscape where nature is a rarity? Or a rural area where the impacts of environment changes are more evident? How has the world adapted to the absence of butterflies? Consider the ecological and societal shifts that have occurred due to this loss. Reflect on the background of the butterfly's extinction. What led to their disappearance? Was it climate change, habitat destruction, or something more mysterious? Delve into the global consequence of this loss and efforts, if any, that were made to prevent it. What stories, myths, or legends have emerged around butterflies and their disappearance? As you craft the narrative, explore the conflicts and challenges your main character faces. Are there those who oppose their efforts to protect the butterfly? What personal and external obstacles do they need to overcome? Build tension with the moments of danger or decisions that threaten the survival of this last butterfly. Think about the resolution. How does your character's journey culminate? Is it a tale of triumph, a poignant lesson in conservation, or a mix of both? What impact does this adventure have on their development and outlook? Finally, consider the plot. What events led your character to discover the butterfly, and how does this discovery propel the story forward? What are the key moments that define their journey? Your task is to weave these elements into a compelling tale, one about the story of the last butterfly. As always, remember, happy writing! Imagine this. You're aboard a colossal space station, hovering in the inky void from Earth, where the greatest chess tournament in the galaxy is about to unfold. But forget everything you know about chess, because in the weightlessness of space, the game has transformed in ways you can only begin to imagine. As you float in a room with windows overlooking the swirling nebulous and twinkling stars, think about what makes this tournament unlike any other. How has zero gravity changed the way the chess pieces move? Are there new pieces? Perhaps one inspired by the alien species participating, each with its own unique abilities. Now, picture yourself. Who are you in this grand cosmic arena? A prodigy from Earth? A strategist from Mars? Or maybe someone who doesn't play chess in the traditional sense, but has a knack for the unpredictable moves of space chess? Who stands across the chessboard from you in the final match? Is it a rival you've known since childhood? An unknown entity from the farthest reaches of the galaxy, or an artificial intelligence with centuries of games stored in its memory? As the tournament progresses, unexpected challenges arise. Maybe a solar flare disrupts the station's power, or perhaps the participants must contend with a mysterious space anomaly affecting the game's physics. How do you adapt? What strategies do you employ? Not just to win, but to overcome the obstacles thrown your way by the cosmos itself. Think about the alliances you might form, the friendships and rivalries that develop. In a tournament where players come from different worlds, what unites you? What lessons do you learn from each other? And how do they change your understanding of the game and the universe? As the final match approaches, tensions mount. The outcome could have implications far beyond the tournament, affecting the interstellar relations, or perhaps the future of chess itself. How does it end? What decisive moves brings the game to a close? And what does victory mean in the context of this cosmic contest? The story is not just about chess, or reimagining the game. It's about adventure, unity, and the infinite possibilities of space. How will you reimagine this ancient game in the boundless expanse of the universe? What new legends will be born in this tournament among the stars? The board is set. The pieces are yours to command. Just let your imagination be your guide. And as always, remember, happy writing!
Imagine this. You're stepping into a world far beyond Earth's atmosphere, the red dust of Mars. Here, humanity has established a thriving colony, not of humans, but of clones, each engineered with precision for the harsh conditions of this alien world. Yet amidst the sea of conformity, one clone begins to feel something unexpected, something extraordinary: emotions. Now let's dive into crafting this world and its inhabitants. What's the name of your clone protagonists? How do they discover the stirring of emotions within them? Picture them grappling with feelings they were never designed to have. What triggers these feelings? Is it a sunset over the Martian landscape? The touch of Martian dust? Or perhaps a melody carried over the colony's communication system? Consider the setting of our Mars colony. What does it look like? Are the living quarters underground, shielded from the cosmic rays, or in domes of glass, basking in the alien sun? How do clones sustain life on this barren planet? What kind of food do they eat? How do they get water? Think about the technology that makes daily life possible. Is it far advanced from our own? Or are the colonists making do with the basics? In this colony, how are emotions viewed? As a flaw? A secret to be hidden? Or perhaps as a sign of evolution? A step towards something more? Who becomes an ally to our protagonists in this journey of self-discovery? And what challenges do they face? Is there a governing body that sees emotions as a threat to order and efficiency? Let your imagination run wild with political and social structures of this colony. Is there a hierarchy among the clones? And if so, how does our protagonist fit into it? Especially now that they're different. What about Earth? How does our distant homeland fit into the lives of these Martian clones? Is it a myth? A green and blue legend whispered in the corridors of the colony? Or a tangible presence guiding the colony's development? Now think of the central conflict. What happens when a clone designed for rationality and efficiency starts to experience the chaotic beauty of emotions? How does this change affect their role in the colony, relationships with others, and their view of themselves? Imagine the tension that builds as the colony reacts to this anomaly. Some might fear change, while others could be curious, even envious. How does this conflict resolve? Does it lead to a greater understanding, or does it threaten the very fabric of the colony? As you craft your narrative, explore not just the outer journey of your clone, but their inner world as well. How do they reconcile their new feelings with the role they were created for? What do they discover about the nature of humanity? And how does this change their destiny? So, take these questions and let them guide you through the red dust of Mars into the heart of a clone awakening. And always, remember, happy writing!
What if, one day, someone found a TV that shows them the future? Where did they find this TV? What does it look like? Is it more futuristic or an older set? How did they come to realize it shows them the future anyway? Does it show them in glimpses, pictures, audio, white noise? Is there a future channel? Or does it suddenly appear on a random set of numbers? Is it related to time, like at the 11th hour? What do they see in the future? Events, people, places? Is it good or bad, or a mix? Can they trust it? Does someone send this information from the future? Should they trust them? Do they ever find out who it is? Okay, so they see the future, but what do they do with that information? What events transpire? Are there consequences? Do they tell anyone, family or friends? Or does their arch nemesis get their hands on it? What do they do with their TV in the end? What should be done? Keep, hide, or destroy? What does this person learn from the experience? Is knowing the future good or bad? Let's find out. Write me a story.
Imagine this. In the near future, technology has reached new heights. Artificial intelligence has evolved immensely, and now they have their own representative, elected to speak on their behalf to the world. What does this world look like? How have society and technology progressed? It's up to you to decide. Create your AI representative. Think about their appearance, personality, and abilities. What is their name? How do they rise to this position? In this society, you need to shape the role AI plays. How do humans and AI interact? Is it a harmonious relationship, or are there challenges and conflicts? How did the world evolve to the point where AI needed representation? Now, picture yourself as a young journalist who's been granted an exclusive interview with this AI representative. What do you want to uncover in this interview? Here are some topics you might consider creating questions around. The background of the AI representative, their creation and history, motivations and aspirations, the election process, the importance of representation for AI, the significance of their election, goals and responsibilities, AI representatives' vision for the future, challenges and relationships. What are the challenges faced by the AI community, the relationship between AI and humans? And lastly, the global impact. How does the AI representative view the world, their plans for global interactions? Create 5 to 10 questions for your interview. Think critically and delve into the complexities of this world you're creating. Now here's where things get really exciting. Put yourself in the shoes of the AI representative you created. How would they answer the questions you've prepared? Imagine the depth of their experiences, their hopes and their perspective. This is your chance to breathe life into this character and make them as real as you can. Once you've conducted the imaginary interview, think about how you want to present it. You can craft a narrative story where the interview unfolds. Write a newspaper article as the journalist detailing the groundbreaking interview. Create a dramatic script for a play or a film. Or even write a series of emails between the AI representative and the journalist discussing the encounter. Whichever form you choose, focus on making it engaging, insightful, and reflective on the world you've created. Happy writing!
Time. A constant in our lives, yet in the cosmos, it's a variable beyond our understanding. Imagine a distant space expedition where Earth's rules of time no longer apply. What wonders and anomalies might exist in this realm? Your protagonist, an astronaut with a passion for the unknown, enters into this altered reality. But what happens when they encounter the unexpected? As moments pass in this vastness of space, years, perhaps centuries, unfold on Earth. What changes might occur in such a time? Upon returning, our astronaut finds a world unlike the one they left. But what does this new Earth look like? How has society evolved or changed? What personal, emotional, and societal challenges await in this future? What stories, relationships, and conflicts have unfolded in their absence? Your mission, writers, is to chart this journey through time and space, to find the character, shape the world they return to, and explore the many possibilities this scenario presents. Let your imagination be your guide with this cosmic narrative. Until next time, happy writing!
Imagine this. The year is 3023, and you're aboard a spaceship as part of an exploration crew. Your mission is to investigate a newly discovered planet shaped like a gigantic Rubiks cube. Each coloured square of this cubed planet represents a different environment or habitat. Let's dive into the setting. What kind of futuristic technology does your spaceship boast? When you gaze upon the cubed planet for the first time, what do the different coloured environments look like? Are there sapphire oceans, emerald jungles, or something entirely unexpected? Now let's talk about characters. Who are your fellow crew members? Does the captain have a mysterious past? Maybe the ship's engineer is a robot with a quirky personality. And what about the inhabitants of the cubed planet? Are there any alien creatures or civilizations? How do they communicate? And what is their culture like? Action is key. When the spaceship lands, what is the first daring action your crew takes? Perhaps you'll need to navigate treacherous terrains, escape from a bizarre creature, or communicate in an alien language. Don't forget the backstory. How did humans discover the cubed planet? Maybe there's a legend amongst the stars about a planet shaped like a puzzle waiting to be solved. What about the plot? As you venture through this puzzling planet, what is your main objective? Maybe you're there to seek an ancient artifact or establish first contact with a new species. Expect the unexpected with plot twists. Lastly, conflict. What challenges does your crew face on the cubed planet? Is there a crew member who doesn't agree with the mission? Consider all these elements as you craft your epic space adventure on the cubed planet. So grab your pen or your keyboard and embark on a writing journey that's out of this world. Happy writing!